Dear students, welcome to our class on Indian Monsoons 7th. Indian Monsoons 7. In this class, we are going to uh, discuss and understand on climate change and monsoons. Climate change and monsoons. Now, see, in the basic course of introductory agrometeorology and climate change, we tried to understand what is climate change. A change in the state of climate that persists for a decade or longer. So, how it is happening also we have discussed. See, first land use is being changed. How land use is being changed? Land is converted into first industrial area. It is converted for agriculture purposes. That means after the deforestation we are going for agriculture activity. That means we have changed the land and impermeable layer and many okay, areas are becoming concrete by virtue of our needs. Okay, now land use is changed. Then fossil fuel burning. So fossil fuels are burned for first for transportation, road, rail, air, and water. So then the fossil fuels are also burnt for the industrial purposes, agricultural fertilizers production, even human being medicinal needs production, and when in certain very hot areas for comfortable cooling, in cool areas for comfortable heating, energy is utilized. Because of these two, land use change and fossil fuel burning through greenhouse effect, which is a proved scientific process, the globe is getting warmed up. Once the globe is getting warmed up, it is interfering with reference to Indian monsoon. Now, in this context, we try to understand the climate change, and please note that the Indian economy, more so the Asian economy, particularly South Asia and Southeast Asia economy depends mainly on monsoons. Now, particularly the Indian summer monsoon, we call it a or Asian summer monsoon in the large scale. As I said several times, even though it is confined to the Asia, it is a planetary system in the global atmospheric system. It is a planetary system in the global atmospheric system. Land, sea, and atmosphere. Atmosphere over the land, atmosphere over the sea. Land and sea. These are the interacting dimensions, interacting forces for the monsoon. Now, in the event of climate change, as we have discussed just a minute back, because of land use change, because of fossil fuel burning through greenhouse effect, the globe is getting warmed up, undoubtedly. Once it is getting warmed up, how the Asian monsoon or Indian summer monsoon is particularly affected. That's what we are going to discuss. See, actually, what are the procedures that were followed as far as observations are concerned? In many of the IPCC programs, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, minimum, as far as Indian summer monsoon is concerned, minimum 25 models were taken into consideration. Minimum 25. Now, significant work was done and is being done. However, from 1901 to 2000 and 2010, what are the observed changes? That's what we are going to discuss. Here, once again, I would like to impress upon you that the IPCC, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, are for experiments. Okay, they have done an enormous amount of scientific work. Okay, the experimental results provides outputs of 25 coupled ocean atmospheric models. Imagine what else is required. 25 coupled global atmospheric models. Okay, that much. Again, here I would like to share with you an important point also, that the IPCC A4 data sets are now designated as IPCC AR4 database. Now it is known as WCRP CMIP3. WCRP CMIP3. What exactly does it mean? I was very fortunate to be an expert team member of World Meteorological Organization, Geneva, Switzerland, for over a decade and a half to 2 decades. Okay, so I had the opportunity to see these happenings, even World Climate, during the World Climate Conference 2 or 3 also, I had the opportunity to see these things. What is the expansion? Abbreviation is WCRP CMIP3. What is it? World Climate Research Program. WCRP World Climate Research Program. Coupled Model Intercomparison Project. Coupled Model Intercomparison. So what else is required? 25 global circulation models, planetary level models. In addition to that, EEM, okay, ensemble, averaging. With all these things, what are the, now, this is what the introduction now, observed changes during the 20th century. What are the observed changes we try to understand now. So what are the observed changes? Number one, please note, please understand, it's nothing to write, it's very interesting to note. Significant rising trends. Significant rising trends are there in one, significant decreasing trends are there in one. What is the significant rising trends is in the frequency and the magnitude of extreme rain events. Extreme rain events are significantly increasing, and significantly decreasing is the frequency of moderate events. Moderate events. So neither extreme nor neither of the extremes. It is the average or moderate. So there is a significant increase in the extreme rain events, and there is a moderate events are the decreasing trend. Number two, as far as precipitation is concerned, now I am going to discuss these observed changes in under 4 headings. First, under precipitation, second temperature, third one the cyclone, the fourth one is the lull or breaks in the monsoon, because we are discussing monsoon. First precipitation, then temperature, third one is the cyclone, fourth one is the, okay, are there any breaks or lulls in the monsoon? That's what. Now first one is precipitation, that is the rainfall. Now in the tropic we call it as rainfall, except in the northern parts of Himalayas, that's what, where we get the snow. Now, significant rising trends in the precipitation of extreme events, moderate significant decrease. Now, seasonal mean rainfall does not show any significant, this is an interesting thing, seasonal mean rainfall has not shown any significant changes. This is because one way there is an increase in the extreme events, there is a decrease in the moderate, so it is offset. The significant increase in the extreme events is offset by decrease in the moderate. So there is net offsetting is done. Seasonal mean rainfall is not going to. That's a wonderful news. Seasonal rainfall is, see, in your monsoon, as I said several times, it has got socio-economic impacts, political impact, whatnot. Everything starts on 1st June to September 15th, everything. So what is happening to the mountain decides the Indian subcontinent in every aspect, whether you call it as transportation, whether you call it as the electricity generation, whether you call it as the management of disasters, whether you call it as the crops, most and foremost is the crops, food for the human beings and the animals comes from the monsoon only, nothing else. That's why. So the good news is that seasonal mean rainfall is not going to affect. Number two, substantial increase in the hazard. This is a worrying point. Substantial increase in the hazards. Now, so while an increase in the rainfall is shown over regions with industrial growth, say where there is a industrial growth, there is a increase in the rainfall and there is a decrease in the rainfall of the mountainous regions because of deforestation in the mountainous areas. Now, interdecadal variability in the frequency of extreme events has been some changes in the decadal changes are there, but they are not significant. This is with reference to precipitation. Now, coming to the temperature, I told in the introductory meteorology climate change. Okay, same things only with PG level touches. I am going to here Indian annual mean minimum maximum temperature. Indian, as far as temperatures are concerned, they are reporting warming trends, Second thing, after mid-90s, nighttime temperatures have started increasing twice that of the day temperature. If the day temperature is increasing by 1 degree, nighttime temperature is going to is increasing from the mid-90s by 2 degrees. So that is the meaning of it. The frequency of hot days and hot nights, are widespread increasing, while that of the cold days and cold nights are widespread decreasing. Hot days and hot nights are increasing. Cold days and cold nights are decreasing. This is everything. And finally, the temperature. This question will come. Please write. Please write. Please write. Temperatures have been increasing over the Indian subcontinent during the recent decades. Temperatures have been increasing over the Indian subcontinent during the recent years. This is with reference to the temperature. Now, see, first precipitation, second temperature we discussed, third one what I told, cyclone. Please note with reference to the cyclones, all the 25 general subclimate models and World Climate Research Program. Okay, now we call it as earlier IPCC AR4, we call it as the WRCP. Okay, World Climate Research Program, and subsequently what I said was the coupled model intercomparison was wonderful. I had an opportunity to interact with the scientists during the World Climate Conference 3 now in Geneva, Switzerland. Now see, the wonderful thing is that with reference to cyclones, the cyclones are decreasing in the Arabian Sea, of course, Indian Ocean, also Bay of Bengal. The cyclones are decreasing, of course, whereas the lows are increasing substantially. So there is a compensation. Cyclones are decreasing, not offsetting our Indian monsoon, even though there is some possibility, but they are offset by loss. This is the thing. As far as the breaks or lulls in the monsoon is concerned, I have explained the mechanism to you. When monsoon trough reaches foothills of Himalayas, there is a lull in the monsoon when the mean level. So when monsoon trough reaches the mean level at the equatorial zone, there is a good monsoon. So there are, good news is that there are going to be no changes in the breaks or lulls in the monsoon. Is going to be wonderful. Now here the things that some scientific reasons I would like to share with you as far as these points in the trends in this particular, what do you call, trends in the precipitation, trends in the temperature, trends in the cyclones, trends in the monsoon lulls or breaks. So scientific reasons are that an increase in the heavy rainfall events, particularly Western Ghats, northeastern states, which are receiving heavy rainfall, are going to receive rainfall. Excellent, wonderful, no problem. So an increase in the heavy rainfall events, in a decrease in the moderate and low rainfall events during the second half of the 20th century. The extreme rainfall events suggest an increase in the risk of floods. Extreme rainfall increase the risk of floods. Extreme temperature increase the risk of heat waves. These are the two things that I would like to share with you, and in particular over the Arabian Sea, West Coast and Northwest India, that is the regions now with heavy rainfall, will continue to get heavier rainfall. Increase in the rainfall could be due to two things. Please note, increase in the rainfall could be due to, number one, intensification of heat low over Northwest India, and also due to temperature increases, the water vapor content in the atmosphere is going on increasing. Heat low over Northwest India. What is the reason for heavy rainfall? So the future projections, in that also I will cover the same point. Please note that heat low in the Northwest India and increase in the water vapor due to increase in the temperature. These are the two things. Now see what are the future projections in one or two lines. The future projections are very, very interesting and very encouraging as well. What are those? See, there is a projection of 8% increase over South Asia. 8% increase, 10% over East Asia rainfall. That is wonderful. Number two, so the reasons I told, the heat low dipole configuration, increase in the water vapor, or as far as the South Asia is concerned, the scientific reason for 8% increase are these two. Heat low over Northwest India. Second thing is the water vapor. As far as the Southeast Asia is concerned, there are 2 points. There is a 10% increase. Well, it is due to 2 points. North Pacific subtropical high. North Pacific, once there is a subtropical high, there is a rainfall. That's what we discussed in the Indian monsoons 4 and 5. So, North Pacific subtropical high and MCBF. Of course, when MCBF also we discussed in the climatology, general climatology. What is MCBF? Migu Chagma Bu front. That's what. So, these are the two reasons. However, from all these things I have taken from monsoon monograph 2 by India Meteorological Department. This is a standard publication available in the internet only. Now here I would like to impress upon you 2 points. As far as future is concerned, okay, we have to take into consideration, we must and should take into consideration the behavior of the greenhouse gases and aerosols. Behavior of the greenhouse gases and aerosols with reference to the monsoon. See, what is cloud? Cloud is defined as, okay, aggregation of minute droplets of water suspended in the air. So to come down, we need the aerosols. That's what. Okay. In the reaching of Earth process, temperature plays an important role. That is governed by greenhouse gases. So future we should take these two into consideration. What is going to happen with reference to the mechanism of greenhouse gases and aerosol. Second thing is there is a need. Take home water in this class or in this particular monsoon, take home. There is a need to couple society with climate. Society with climate. So that we do our responsibility, we discharge our truthfully for the benefit of the humanity, because Asian population is very huge. Any small change in the intensity, duration, amount and quantity of the rainfall plays havoc with reference to agriculture, industry, power generation, management of disasters, whatnot, everything. Thanking you for your very patient hearing.